Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'll be right back. I can't see anything. I left my glasses in the other room. Hare Krishna, Hare. You want to talk about something a little bit and then do some reading? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It makes a huge difference who you hear the Maha Mantra from and who you hear about Krishna from. It makes a huge difference. Hearing from someone who's absorbed in ecstatic worship and love of God, whose heart is open and whose mind is, what was it said the other day? I was chanting and having said, "Did you lose your mind?" I said, "Yes, I lost my mind and I found my heart." So to hear from someone who has lost their mind but found their heart is really, really the way to hear the Krishna Katha. Lose your mind and find your heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Who we hear from is really the essence of it. We hear from a devotee who's absorbed in ecstatic love of God, then we're hearing in the right way from the right person. We're hearing with the heart, not the mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's not called the great mantra for deliverance for nothing. Mantra, control the mind. Hare Krishna, but more than control the mind. Hare Krishna, because it's not just about control. Hare Krishna, the mantra will control the mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So many times today I had an opportunity to let my mind ruin my life. Hare Krishna, and Krishna in his Maha Mantra saved me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare, because I'm hearing the Maha Mantra from a pure source. Hare Krishna, Hare. First, I'm hearing from Srila Prabhupada, who is giving all of us the Maha Mantra, and then I'm hearing from Srila Gaura Haridas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And I'm also hearing from the other members in the Sangha. Hare Krishna, and so I'm losing my mind and gaining my heart, finding my heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I lost it a little bit in the this morning in the kirtan in the temple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. What did I lose? I lost my mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna. And it's calling out, ecstatic for Krishna, in the back of the room. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And then all of a sudden, one minute I was in the back of the room, and everyone was facing Srila Prabhupada's Murti, his deity. And then I was out of my mind and into my heart. And then they all turned around to face the deities, and I didn't pick up on it. So I'm standing there in front of the deities, like there's tears coming out of everywhere. I'm screaming, Krishna, Krishna. And they turn around for Prabhupada, and what do they see? They see me in front of the deities, like completely out of my mind for Krishna. And Sachi, she came and rescued me, dragged me away to get out of because I was out of it, Hare Krishna, it was pretty funny actually. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And then one of the older disciples came. I was in the back of the room while they're all facing the deities, and I'm still like gone with the wind, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. It's calling out for Krishna. And one of the devotees was a little concerned, and they came up to me and they said, "Are you all right?" And all I could do was just hug them and just keep going, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And it was like they were getting electrocuted, It was like they're going, yeah, Hare Krishna, right, Krishna, yeah. It's pretty funny. Hare Krishna. And I was like looking at him, and I was in this total other place. There was no way I could just, answer in any kind of a reasonable way anything that anybody would ask me. I'd lost my mind, really. Hare Krishna. And then, so they said, oh, okay, and then they went away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then another devotee asked me, and this devotee is like a little harsh sometimes. I know them, and I've asked them just some little question, and they snap back. They're kind of snappy. Hare Krishna. So they were sitting there as older devotee, and they looked at me, one of the ladies, and said, she could see I was in some kind of an altered state. She said, what is your realization? In other words, what are you experiencing? What's your realization? And I had to come up with something, because I hadn't thought about having a realization. I was in the middle of like something going on, and I hadn't thought about like verbalizing it, finding words to describe it or try to explain it, until she asked me the question, and then I had to come up with something. What I came up with, I've been thinking about it all day. I shared it this morning, and I've shared it with a couple other people, is that our emotions, they for offering to Krishna, it's like taking the Ganges water and offering a little bit of it back to the Ganges. So to offer, loving emotions, they actually belong to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. At least that was what I experienced, was they weren't actually my emotions. They belonged to Krishna, and I was just giving them back to him. It was so far out to feel like that. Hare, just giving him. He wanted those emotions. They were his emotions, and I was giving them back to him. Hare Krishna, this is pretty far out. So I shared that with another older disciple, and she argued with me. No, they are your emotions. Oh no, you have emotions, and those are your emotions. And I was like, there's too many emotions going on here. I'm not sure if they are my emotions. They didn't feel like it. So I'm hoping by reading and hearing more from Srila Gaur Haridas, and he's asked me to it was suggested I read Chaitanya Charitamrita, make a thorough reading of it, and it would help me. So, but that was pretty distinct this morning. That like offering a little bit of the, and when you worship the sun god, when they worship the demigod of the sun, they offer a lamp, which is stored up sunlight. They offer a burning lamp to the sun. Yeah, like the sun needs a burning lamp, right? Yeah, the Ganges needs a little Ganges water, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It was like offering, they were Krishna's emotions, and I was just giving them back to him. It's pretty far out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He wanted them back. He wanted those emotions. They were his, he wanted them. And then for a second, when that other devotee said, no, they're your emotions. And I thought, wow, she's not giving emotions to Krishna. Because if she was, she wouldn't feel like they were her emotions. If she was giving them to Krishna, it would be, she would see that they actually belong to Krishna. But she's not giving anything emotionally to Krishna. So they're her emotions. They're my emotions. And I'm not going to give them to Krishna either. They're my emotions. They're mine. But nothing is mine. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Everything belongs to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Even what I think is my emotions, it actually belong to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. It's so great. Yeah, it's like, I don't have to feel guilty about having any kind of emotion. Because they're not mine, they're his. It's his problem. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So, that was this morning. And Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's been really interesting. Having Sachi's association is really interesting, really having to really kind of, I'm learning a lot because Sachi is so sincere. She is so devotional. I'm learning a lot about, I got a lot more to learn too. She's a good teacher. She's a very good teacher. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Because she doesn't budge. Hare Krishna. So I have to really see how to surrender, I'm not going to influence her or change her in any way. She is who she is, and I have to see how to deal with it. And it's really good. It's really, I appreciate it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But I won't say it isn't a little hair-raising, at times. She's probably watching this. I don't know. I'm getting in trouble here. Probably. Hare Krishna, Hare. I better just read something. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I'm going to read, trying to get out of trouble here. Hare Krishna, Hare. The glories, this is chapter 5. This is Adi Lila, volume 1, chapter 5. The glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. And this is the little introductory part to it. Haribo, Johan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You say later I required some rest. Okay, see you later. Pleasant dreams. Time difference. Hare Krishna. This chapter is chiefly devoted to describing the essential nature and glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Lord Sri Krishna is the absolute personality of Godhead, and his first expansion in a form for pastimes is Sri Balaram. Beyond the limitation of this material world is the spiritual sky, Paravyoma, which has many spiritual planets, the supreme of which is called Krishna Loka. Krishna Loka, the abode of Krishna, has 3 divisions, which are known as Dwarka, Mathura, and Gokula. In that abode, the personality of Godhead expands himself into 4 plenary portions: Krishna, Balaram, Pradyumna, the transcendental Cupid, and Aniruddha. They are known as the original quadruple forms. In Krishna Loka is a transcendental place known as Svetadvip, or Vrindavan. Below Krishna Loka is the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky are the Vaikuntha planets. On each Vaikuntha planet, a 4-handed Narayan, expanded from the first quadruple manifestation, is present. The personality of Godhead, known as Sri Balaram, in Krishna Loka, is the original Shankarshan, attracting deity. From the Shankarshan expands another Shankarshan called Maha Shankarshan, who resides in one of the Vaikuntha planets. By his internal potency, Maha Shankarshan maintains the transcendental existence of all the planets in the spiritual sky, where all the living beings are eternally liberated souls. The influence of the material energy is conspicuous there by its absence. On those planets, the second quadruple manifestation is present. Outside of the Vaikuntha planets is the impersonal manifestation of Sri Krishna, which is known as the Brahma Loka. On the other side of the Brahma Loka is the spiritual Karana Samudra, or causal ocean. The material energy exists on the other side of the causal ocean without touching it. In the causal ocean is Mahavishnu, the original Purusha expansion from Shankarshan. This Mahavishnu places his glance over the material energy, and via reflection of his transcendental body, he amalgamates himself within the material elements. Haribol Janaki, Hare Krishna. You're looking more and more transcendental every day. More and more ecstatic every day. Hare Krishna. And the things you say are just amazing. You share the most wonderful things. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, I know, you're supposed to go online, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Well, if it's serious, you'll feel it pretty soon, I'm sure. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare. Do you want to just come on with me, like live? Like a deer in the lights. Do you want to just come on with me? I don't see that you have the kind of equipment that will let you do it, though. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. There's no little button here to push to get you on camera. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Still no phone on the iPad. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I guess I'll just read a little bit more. I think I can. Oh, that'd be cool. Wait, where we go? Yeah, there you are. All right, come on. I might have to get rid of this microphone if it interferes with anything. No problem. Jai, no answer. Hare Krishna, Hare. Let me get rid of this microphone. I think sometimes it interferes. There we go. It still works without the microphone. Want to try again? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Try again. Yeah. I'll wait till it pops up. Oh, there it is. Approve. You are approved and you're added. No answer. It's saying no answer. I mean, it's not. Okay, let me try this. Request to be in your broadcast. Approve. They receive an invite to join your broadcast. Okay? No answer. Your phone's not answering. I'm responding, but it's on your end for some reason. Oh, technology. My God. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna. Was a good idea. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. No sin in this. Alright, I guess I'll just read a little bit here. It's like the little summary study before the beginning of the chapter. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a technical thing, how it's all put together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So, in the summary here, SIM card, okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, outside of the Vaikuntha planets we read that, okay. As the source of the material elements, the material energy is known as pradhan, and as the source of the manifestations of the material energy, it is known as Maya. But material nature is inert in that she has no independent power to do anything. She is empowered to make the cosmic manifestation by the glance of Mahavishnu. Therefore, the material energy is not the original cause of the material manifestation. Rather, the transcendental glance of Mahavishnu over the material nature produces that cosmic manifestation. Krishna, it's late at night here. This is like really heavy. I think I'm going to work on it in the morning, and I'm going to read something else, like maybe just a little lighter. It's late at night here. It's 20:10. So let me see what we have here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let's hear about something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No, I don't want to read that either. You know, I like Mahabharata. I'm going to go to Mahabharata. Just little nice stories. I'm going to go Mahabharata. Pandavas, and I love Mahabharata. Da, 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 da. Okay, Mahabharata. Library. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. This particular translation is pretty easy to understand. It's not like written in Old English or anything. How about, I want to read about when they tried to kill Bhima. Hare Krishna, they threw him in the river, and the snakes bit him, and he got stronger from the poison. See if I can find it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. I think it's chapter 11. There we go. Chapter 11, Bhima. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Ah, yeah. Chapter 11. Bhima. The 5 sons of Pandu and the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra grew up in mirth and merriment at Hastinapur. Bhima excelled them all in physical prowess. He used to bully Duryodhana and the other Kauravas by dragging them by the hair and beating them. A great swimmer, he would dive into pools with one or more of them clasped helplessly in his arms and remain underwater till they were almost drowned. Whenever they climbed up on a tree, he would stand on the ground and kick at the tree and shake them down like ripe fruits. The bodies of the sons of Dhritarashtra would be ever sore with bruises as a result of Bhima's practical jokes. Small wonder that the sons of Dhritarashtra nursed a deep hatred for Bhima from their very infancy. As the princes grew up, Kripacharya taught them archery and the practice of arms and other things that princes should learn. Duryodhana's jealousy towards Bhima, warped his mind and made him commit many improper acts. Duryodhana was very much worried. His father being blind, the kingdom was ruled by Pandu. After his death, Yudhisthira, the heir apparent, would in course of time become king. Duryodhana thought that as his blind father was quite helpless, he must, to prevent Yudhisthira's succession to the throne, contrive a way of killing Bhima. He made arrangements to carry out his resolve, since he thought that the powers of the Pandavas would decline with the death of Bhima. Duryodhana and his brothers planned to throw Bhima into the Ganges, imprison Arjuna and Yudhisthira, and then seize the kingdom and rule it. So Duryodhana went with his brothers and the Pandavas for a swim in the Ganges. After the sports, they slept in their tents, being exhausted. Bhima had exerted himself more than the others, and as his food had been poisoned, he felt drowsy and lay down on the bank of the river. Duryodhana bound him with wild creepers and threw him into the river. The evil Duryodhana had already caused sharp spikes to be planted on the spot. This was done purposely so that Bhima might in falling be impaled on the spikes and lose his life. Fortunately, there was no spike in the place where Bhima fell. Poisonous water snakes bit his body. The poisoned food he had taken was counteracted by the snake poison, and Bhima came to no harm, and presently the river washed him to a bank. Duryodhana thought that Bhima must have died, as he had been thrown into the river infested with poisonous snakes and planted with spikes. So he returned to the city with the rest of the party, great joy. When Yudhishthira inquired about the whereabouts of Bhima, Duryodhana informed them that he had preceded them to the city. Yudhishthira believed Duryodhana, and as soon as he returned home, asked his mother whether Bhima had returned home. His anxious question brought forth the reply that Bhima had not yet returned, which made Yudhishthira suspect some foul play against his brother. As he went again with his brothers to the forest and searched everywhere, but Bhima could not be found. They went back in great sorrow. Some time later, Bhima awoke and trudged wearily back home. Kunti and Yudhishthira welcomed him and embraced him in great joy. By the poison that had entered into his system, Bhima became stronger than before. Kunti sent for Vidura and told him in secret, "Duryodhana is wicked and cruel. He seeks to kill Bhima since he wants to rule the kingdom. I'm worried." Vidura replied, "What you say is true, but keep your thoughts to yourself. For if the wicked Duryodhana is accused or blamed, his anger and hatred will only increase. Your sons are blessed with long life. You have no fear on that account." Yudhishthira also warned Bhima and said, "Be silent over the matter. Hereafter, we have to be careful and help one another and protect ourselves." Duryodhana was surprised to see Bhima come back alive. His jealousy and hatred increased. He heaved a deep sigh and pined away in sorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ah, the poison, he only became stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare. And what was that poison? It was his enviousness and his jealousy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But it's interesting that Bhima really behaved pretty badly toward the sons of Dhritarashtra. He was always like tormenting them with his strength. If they climbed up into a tree, he'd shake the tree till they fell out. He'd grab some of them under his arms and jump into the river until they could hardly breathe, and then come up. He thought that was great fun. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So it looks like he's a bully, doesn't it? Hare Krishna, Krishna. The difference between the sons of Dhritarashtra and Bhima and the sons of Pandu is that the sons of Pandu and Bhima are actually devotees of the Lord, ecstatic devotees of the Lord. They have an intimate relationship with Krishna as friendship, Arjuna and friendship. And the bullying by Bhima is different than if the bullying by Duryodhana. Hare Krishna, Hare. It's actually a benediction for the sons of Dhritarashtra. They didn't take it that way though. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bhima provided so much protection for the Pandava brothers. He was their strength, he really was. Yudhishthira was the oldest, then there was Bhima, then there was Arjuna, and then there were the two brothers of the sons of Madri. He was the second oldest, Bhima. He was so strong. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He provided so much strength. When they had a long distance to travel, they were all so very tired, he actually was carrying them. He was so strong, he was carrying his brothers and his mother. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Boy, you know, who else has strength? Well, Balaram has strength. He has spiritual strength. Bhima is strong. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He protected Draupadi when she was being harassed by one of the, where they were in exile and they had to remain hidden, undiscovered for a whole year. And they had become servants in the kingdom. I forget the name of the kingdom, but the king's brother, or son, or brother, one of those, I think it's the king's son, the prince, took a fancy to Draupadi and was harassing her. Bhima beat him to a pulp. I mean, he was hardly recognizable when Bhima got done with him. He was just a lump. Hare Krishna. He's a wild character, Bhima. His brother was Hanuman because they were both offspring from the demigod of the wind, Vayu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It said that the demigods at one time used to visit the planet, and we have a case here of the being conceived by a demigod. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna's devotees are so beautiful. Hare Krishna, Bhima. Bhima is really beautiful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, it's really beautiful, Bhima. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I really love the Mahabharata part. Really, really love the Mahabharata. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Man, they're just all so beautiful, the Pandavas. They're so real, you know, even 5,000 years later. They're so real. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, I was just remembering something that happened the other day when I was pulling weeds in the outside, and saying how this is 5,000 years later reminded me that the living entities we see around us are very, very old. They go all the way back. Everybody goes all the way back to the creation of the universe. Otherwise, how could we be here? And ultimately, our parentage goes all the way back to Krishna. But everything we see around us is very, very, it's come down, because I'm collecting seeds from the garden now. And that's like with the plants, that's how they keep going. And I was pulling a weed out, and I was destroying that weed. And I thought, well, that's the line, that's the end of that generation, because it wasn't big enough to produce seeds yet. It was an interesting experience, seeing how that works. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like my generations go all the way back to the beginning of the universe. I don't know, I can't trace it out. But early on these things were traced out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Like, you know, I wasn't born yesterday kind of thing. Goes all the way back. All of us, we're very, very, we've been here a long time. A very long time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We've been here since the beginning of the universe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We have a chance to say bye-bye. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Go home. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Haribol, Haribol, Krishna, Haribol, Sachi, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Well, let me do something else. Hare Krishna. I'm going to read something else. That was it for Mahabharata. My attraction to Bhima. I have an attraction to Bhima. Oh, another thing Bhima did was he actually accepted a demon for a wife. She was a demon. Yeah. She was some kind of demon. Kadimbi or something like that. And Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Only Bhima could do something like that. Marry a demon. I think it's Rakshashi or something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Maybe I'll do something else here, something I haven't done before. Like, they were having Prabhupada memories tonight. Maybe I'll read something kind of out there. Some of Prabhupada's stuff here. I looked at his diaries the other day, and he kept pretty extensive diaries. Essays and argument and articles. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. How about reading Cult of Lord Sri Chaitanya? This is an essay, one of Prabhupada's essays. It's not too long. Let's see. Does it say when it was written? Doesn't have a date on it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. No, it's, I don't want to read that. We don't read Hare Krishna. How about go back to Krishna path and just go into the acharyas. Go into the library. Govinda. And look at the acharyas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Goswami and Acharya books. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. How about Bilvamangal Thakur? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Govinda-Damodara-stotram. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. It's how the different devotees are calling out for Krishna from their different situations. It captures their mood of devotion to Krishna. Jai. So, Govinda-Damodara-stotram, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Text 1. Before the assembled Kurus and Pandavas, when Dushashan caught her hair and clothing, Krishna, another name for Draupadi, having no other lord, cried out, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Text 2. O Lord Krishna, Vishnu, enemy of the Madhu and Kaitaba demons, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, enemy of Mura, merciful upon the devotees, O Keshava, Lord of the worlds, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, please deliver me. 3. Though desiring to sell milk, dahi, butter, etc., the mind of a young gopi was so absorbed in the lotus feet of Krishna that instead of calling out, milk for sale, she bewilderedly said, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They're grinding mortars full of grains. The gopis' minds are overcome as they thresh with their pestles, singing, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. A lotus-eyed girl instructed the red-beaked pet parrot that was seated in the cup of her lotus hand. She said, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. In each and every house, a bevy of Gopa women is engaged in making the caged parrots constantly utter with broken words, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. With the little boy lying in the swing, all the gopis used to expertly sing compositions set to musical notes and rhythm. They went, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, while putting him to rest. The younger brother of Balaram, playing mischievously, was dodging about with her restless eyes. Oh, okay. The younger brother of Balaram, that's Krishna, playing mischievously, was dodging about her with restless eyes, Taking a ball of fresh butter to lure him over, a gopi called him, "O Govinda-Damodara-Madhava." Oh, my tongue, since my mouth has become like a lotus, by dint of the presence there of these eloquent, ornamental, delightful syllables, you are like the swan that plays there. As your foremost pleasure, always articulate the names Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. The one and only Lord of Lakshmi Devi, as an inconspicuous little cowherd baby, was seated in the lap of Mother Yasoda, drinking her breast milk. Merged in bliss, she addressed him as Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. In Vrajadam, Krishna was playing with his playmates, the boys of his age who protected the animals. With great love, Mother Yasoda called out to her own son, O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Being firmly tied up to the grinding mortar with a cow's rope by Mother Yasoda, the plunderer of butter softly whimpered, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Krishna was calling out, Govinda, Madhava, Damodar. A cow's rope. Yeah. That we just finished the month of Damodar. And that's so significant. It was a cow's rope. She kept trying to tie him up with a cow's rope. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. In his own courtyard, Krishna was carelessly playing with a bracelet. So the gopi took a ball of butter to him, and shutting his eyes with her palm, she distracted him. O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, guess what I have for you? In house after house, groups of cowherd ladies gather on various occasions, and together they always chant the transcendental names of Krishna, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. His face is pleasing, and the flute at his lips is filled with divine sound amidst the cows, gopas, and gopis. He stands at the base of a coral tree. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Yeah, Krishna! Krishna! Woo. Yeah. Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Woo. And this is why I like to hear from Srila Gaura Haridas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You know what? It's like when you're tuning a musical instrument up, they use something called a tuning fork. And it's usually tuned to the key of C, I think. And then you tune your musical instrument up to that tuning fork, and then you're in tune. So by hearing from a devotee absorbed in ecstatic love of Godhead, it's like a tuning fork. Yeah. You get in tune so that you can hear. By hearing from them, your hearing is open. And then when you read and hear from the other Vaishnavas who are also in ecstatic love of Godhead, when you read their writings, you're in tune. You're in tune. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare. It's a tune-up. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, this is Bilva Mangal Thakur, ecstatic devotee. Having risen early in the Brahma Murta and remembering the childish activities of the son of Mother Yasoda, the gopis loudly sing while churning butter. Govinda-Damodara-stotram. Having risen early in the Brahma Murta and remembering the childish activities of the son of Mother Yasoda, the gopis loudly sing while churning butter. Govinda-Damodara-stotram. Having churned and then set aside a fresh lump of butter in the house, Mother Yasoda was now suspicious. It had been eaten. She said, "Hey, Murari, Govinda-Damodara-stotram, now tell me the truth." Hare Krishna. So Mother Yasoda's relationship with Krishna, she can talk to him like that. "Hey, Murari, Govinda-Damodara-stotram, now tell me the truth. Did you eat that butter?" Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Having finished worship at home, a young gopi, like a strong current of love for Krishna, Hare Krishna. Having finished worship at home, a young gopi, like a strong current of love for Krishna, churned the butter and then joins together with all the gopis and their friends, and they sing Govinda-Damodara-stotram. One time, early in the morning, just as a girl had put aside her churn in a pot full of butter, she saw Mukunda. She then began to sing songs in various ways about Govinda-Damodara-stotram. Oh, and it's so nice hearing about the butter. It's just, Sachi and I went to the store, picked up a few things, and I wanted to get some butter for the deities. I do that sometimes. I'll get a bunch of butter so they can make something nice, make some ghee so they can cook in ghee, not oil, get some butter. Krishna, the butter thief, I like to bring some for the devotees at the temple, bring them some butter. They're into, yagnas and stuff. So bring them the butter. And so reading about these butter pastimes is really nice. Because I just dropped, about, 5 pounds? Yeah, 5 pounds of butter off. Actually, the devotees were sitting around in the temple room. They were reminiscing about Prabhupada. There's a devotee visiting who had a lot of association with Srila Prabhupada, and he was telling all the old stories. And everyone was sitting around, hearing the old stories, Yeah. Hare Krishna. And I didn't go. It's nice, but I like to stay more in the present moment, not just like go back and what it was like and what it was like. 'Cause the mood is kind of like that. It's like reliving the past. I want to find Prabhupada in the present, so I don't do too much of that reminiscing what it was like, because I try to stay in the present. I like to hear about Prabhupada. If we could do it in such a way that we're in the present moment, I would be fine, but it kind of just goes into like in the past, So I don't go there so much. But everyone was all in the temple. It was filled with devotees. And I just came from the store with a big bag of butter, just walked right up in the middle of everybody and just plunked the butter down, walked out. Hare Krishna. It was kind of fun. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. So reading Bilva Mangal Thakur's Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Okay, the butter pastimes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Without having even bathed or eaten, Krishna was absorbed in play. Overwhelmed with affection, Mother Yasoda, who thought only of her son's welfare, called out, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava, come, take your bath, eat something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is Mother Yasoda chanting. That's when she chants. This is how she chants. Without having bathed or eaten, Krishna was absorbed in play. Overwhelmed with affection, Mother Yasoda, who thought only of her son's welfare, called out, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava, come, take your bath, eat something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Devarshi Narada and other munis are always surrendered to Lord Vishnu, who rests upon his couch. They always chant the names of Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava, and thus they attain spiritual forms similar to his. After giving up sleep at dawn, having completed their ritualistic duties, and at the end of their Vedic chanting, the best of the learned Brahmanas always loudly chant Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. These are the Vaishnava Brahmanas. Hare Krishna. In Vrindavan, seeing Srimati Radharani overwhelmed with separation from Govinda, groups of gopas and gopis sang with tears in their lotus eyes. Govinda, Damodar, O Madhava. The cows, having already gone out to graze early in the morning, Mother Yasoda gently roused her sleeping son with the palm of her hand, softly saying, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. With long, matted hair, the color of coral, and bodies purified by eating only leaves, water, and air, the sages sit beneath the trees and chant Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. After speaking these words, the ladies of Raj, who were so attached to Krishna, felt extremely agitated by their imminent separation from him. They forgot all worldly shame and loudly cried out, O Govinda, O Damodar, O Madhava. Sometimes a gopi is engaged in teaching a parrot within a jeweled cage to recite names like Anandakanda, source of bliss, Vrajachandra, moon of Raj, Krishna, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. The lotus-eyed Lord was tying the sika of a cowherd boy to the tail of a calf when his mother caught him, lifted up his chin and said, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. In the early morning, a group of his favorite cowherd boys arrived, stick canes in hand, to take care of the cows. They addressed the unlimited, primeval personality of Godhead. Hey, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. When Lord Murari jumped from the Kadamba branch into the water to chastise the Kaliya serpent, all the gopis and cowherd boys went there and cried out, Oh, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. After Lord Mukunda had met with Akrura and entered Mathura to attend the ceremony of breaking the bow of Kamsa, all the citizens then shouted, Jai Govinda, Jai Damodar, Jai Madhava. When both the sons of Vasudeva had actually been taken out of Vrindavan by the messenger of Kamsa, Yasoda sobbed within the house, wailing, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Hearing how the son of Yasoda, who was but a child, was wrapped within the coils of the Kaliya serpent at the pond, the cowherd boys cried, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava, and scurried down the path. Seeing the lord of the Yadus proceeding towards Mathura upon a Krura's chariot, the cowherd boys, upon realization of their impending separation, said, Oh, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava, where are you going? Are you actually leaving us now? Where are you going? You're actually leaving us now. Where are you going? Where are you going? Are you actually leaving us now? And this is why I like to hear from Srila Gaura Haridas and the other members of the Sangha. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ah, Krishna. Ah, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ah. Whew. Ah. Okay, get it together. Okay. Krishna. Start to read this. At the edge of a lotus forest, a gopi lay down upon the bed of flowers, bereft of Krishna, tears flowing from her lotus eyes as she wept. Govinda, Damodara-Madhava. Being very restricted by her mother and father, the lamenting gopi entered the house thinking, Now that I have arrived home, save me, O Lord of the universe, O Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Thinking that Krishna was in the forest, a gopi fled into the forest in the middle of night. But seeing that Krishna wasn't actually there, she became very fearful and cried, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Even the ordinary mortals comfortably seated at home who chant the names of Vishnu, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava, certainly attain at least the liberation of having a form similar to that of the Lord. Seeing Srimati Radharani crying from the pangs of separation from Govinda, the blooming lotus eyes of Radha's girlfriend also filled with tears, and she too cried, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Krishna. Oh, tongue, you are fond of sweet things and of discriminating taste. I tell you the highest truth, which is also the most beneficial. Please just recite these sweet syllables, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava. The knowers of the Vedas say that this is the cure-all for the worst diseases of mankind, and that this is the seed of the destruction of the threefold miseries of material existence: Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Upon Ramachandra's going into the forest due to his father's order, along with Lakshman and Sita, and thus becoming a forest rover, his mother cried, "O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava." Left there alone, Sita was carried out of the forest by the 10-headed Ravan. At that time, accepting no other lord, Sita cried, "O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava." Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's interesting because this is Ram Leela. It's Ram Leela, but the devotees are calling out for Vrindavan Krishna. It must be that Bilva Mangal Thakur, everything reminds him of Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, even Ram Leela. He's writing these things in his ecstatic mood of love of Godhead. You would think that Sita, carried away by 10-headed Ravana, would cry out, "Oh Ram, oh Ram." And if you see plays and performances, that's usually what happens. She's calling out for Ram, Ram. But here, Bilva Mangal Thakur's verse is, left there alone, Sita was carried out of the forest by the 10-headed Ravana. At that time, accepting no other lord, Sita cried, "O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava." Now, none of those names of Krishna are associated with killing any demons. She's being carried away by a demon. Ram actually kills Ravana. So Ram does kill demons. He's a warrior, but she's not calling out for someone to even kill the demon. According to Bilva Mangal Thakur's realization in ecstasy, she's not even asking for anybody to even kill the demon. She's just calling out for Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. At that time, accepting no other lord, Sita called Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Krishna. Separated from Ram, the daughter of King Janaka was completely anxious, and with the form of Ram within her heart, she cried, "O Raghunath, protect me. O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava." Interesting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is all Ram Leela verses. O Lord Vishnu, be gracious. Lord of the Raghu clan, cause of the happiness and distress of gods and demons alike. O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Thus Sita cried by the time she had been carried over the middle of the ocean. Okay. Another, it's from the Bhagavatam, this one. Caught by his foot and pulled into the water, Gajendra, his friends all harassed and frightened away, and called out incessantly, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. It's the elephant who was being attacked by the crocodile. He had been a great devotee in his last life, but he didn't quite make it. He didn't finish up. So, being caught by his foot, pulled into the water, Gajendra, his friends all harassed and frightened away, then called out incessantly, Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Now in the Bhagavatam, if I remember correctly, he calls out Hari. But here, Bilva Mangal Thakur sees everything in terms of Govinda-Damodara-Madhava. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's kind of like that when, reminds me of Lord Chaitanya's, somebody had a school, was it Chaitanya? That he was teaching grammar and it was all, everything was Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Along with his priest, Sankayuta, King Hamsadvaja saw his son Sudanva falling into a vat. But the boy was chanting the transcendental names of Hari, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Accepting Durvasa Muni's request that she feed his thousands of disciples even though she hadn't the means to do this, Draupadi mentally called out to the Lord within, the Lord of a forest dweller like her, and she said, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. He is always meditated upon by the yogis as being inscrutable. He is the remover of all anxieties and is the desire tree of all that is desirable. His bluish complexion is as attractive as Kasturika. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. I have fallen into the deep, dark well of material life, which is full of illusion and blind ignorance. And I am tormented by sensual existence. O my Lord, Vishnu, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, please grant me your supporting hand to uplift me. Hare Krishna. O my tongue, I ask only this of you, that by meeting the bearer of the scepter of chastisement, Yamaraj, you will utter the sweet phrase with great devotion. Govinda Damodar Madhava. O my tongue, O knower of Ras, for release from the hellish bondage of material existence, just worship the charming, easily obtainable mantra that is chanted by Vedavyas and other sages. Govinda Damodar Madhava. You should always and everywhere just loudly chant, Gopal, Vamsidhar, O ocean of beauty, Lord of the worlds, Narayana, O friend of the poor, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. O my tongue, just always worship these beautiful, enchanting names of Krishna, Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava, which destroy all the obstacles of the devotees. O Govinda, Govinda, Hari, Murari, O Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda, Krishna. O Govinda, Govinda, O holder of the chariot wheel. O Govinda, O Damodar, O Madhava. This indeed is the essence found upon ceasing the affairs of mundane happiness, and this too is to be sung after the cessation of all sufferings. This alone is to be chanted at the time of death of one's material body. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Somehow or other, accepting the unavoidable command of Dushashan, Draupadi, like a frightened doe, entered the assembly of princes, and within her mind cried out to the Lord, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. O tongue, drink only this nectar of the names. Sri Krishna, dearmost of Srimati Radharani, Lord of Gokula, Gopal, Lord of Govardhan, Vishnu, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Srinath, Lord of the universe, form of the universe, beautiful son of Devaki, O enemy of the demons, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. Lord of the gopis, enemy of Kamsa, Mukunda, husband of Lakshmi Devi, Keshava, son of Vasudeva, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. O you who give bliss to the gopis, Lord of Raj, you have entered the forest for herding the cows. O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. O Lord of my life, upholder of the universe, foe of Kataiba, Vaikuntha, Narayana, holder of the Sudarshan chakra, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. O Lord Hari, enemy of Mura, Madhusudana, Sri Ram, dearmost of Sita, enemy of Ravan, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O tongue, now just drink this nectar. O best of the Yadus, O bearer of Govardhan Hill, O lotus-eyed expert in giving happiness to the cows, the gopas and the gopis, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O tongue, please drink this nectar. O uplifter of the earth's burdens in the guise of a cowherd boy, Lord of sportive pastimes in which Anantashesh has become your brother, O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. O enemy of Baki, Putana, Bakasura, Agasura, and Dinuka, O Lord who expertly smashed Keshi and Trunavata, O tongue, just drink this nectar. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. O Ramachandra, O life and soul of the beautiful daughter of Janaka, Maharaj. Enemy, Hare Krishna, enemy of the night-roving demons, O elder brother of Bharat, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. O Lord Narayan, Ananta, Hari, Shingadev, remover of the afflictions of Prahlad, O merciful Lord, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O my tongue, simply drink this nectar. O Lord who assumed the man-like form of Ram, who by dint of your prowess turned all other kings into your servants, O Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, O tongue, just drink this nectar. Sri Krishna, Govinda, Hari, Murari, O Lord, Narayana, Vasudeva, O tongue, please, drink only this nectar. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Even though anyone is able to chant, still no one does. Alas, how determined people are for their own undoing. O tongue, just drink the nectar of these names, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Thus, the Sri Govinda-Damodara-stotram, composed by Sri Bilvamangal Acharya, is completed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Man, that is so beautiful. That is so nice. Oh. Ah, what a treasure. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Yeah, the juice is really flowing, and I'm trying to brace myself for when, they take the punch bowl away, because, it comes and it goes, I'm trying to brace myself because I'm getting really strong doses here. So I have to prepare myself when they take the punch bowl away. And, I don't know. Hare Krishna, I get some real good stuff going on now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So the plan is, Sachi and I are going to go to the temple again tomorrow morning. Not Mangal Artik, but deity greeting and Prabhupada's worship. So I never know what's going to happen. I hadn't been to the temple in so long that I just exploded in there this morning. I was gone with the wind. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. I mean, I never know what's going to happen, I really don't. But I know whatever it is, it's like, it's Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, and that's why I like to hear from Srila Gaura Haridas. He's like my tuning fork, he tunes me. I get a tune-up from Srila Gaura Haridas. The tuning fork, they call it. Ding! You get in tune. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, all right, I guess time is, it's late here, it's 11:15, so I'll be off. Where did the independence go? No control. Where did the independence go? No control. Not sure what saying. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We attended a ladies' Bhagavatam reading. You lose control of yourself. No control. Yeah, I do. I lose control. I do. There's no need to control anything. you just Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Why bother, It's just, Krishna is Krishna. It's like, don't want to control anything. Krishna is the controller. You want to be controlled by Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, like the whole thing is, I mean, it's really something here. I mean, we're right in the middle of the biggest community of old Prabhupada disciples and other generations too, and it's really fascinating. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Everyone wants it. They want the ecstasy, and especially the older disciples. They know they don't have much longer. They want it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But the preaching is and has been, takes a long time. Like, we were at this reading today. We're actually reading the 10th canto. What were we reading? The Killing of Putana, of course. Why not? What else? I got a chance to say something to try and bring the focus into what that was, because we understand that it's a false guru. So I got a chance to kind of interject that. So when they were reading the pastime, they kind of had that floating around that, it's the killing of the someone who's a false guru is a danger to Krishna. So they had floating around in there while we were reading. And they're lovely, they're so pious, they're so clean, they're so, Brahminical type ladies, it's like, it could be, it could be an assembly of ladies that belong to Church of God. I mean, they're like, just, they're like religious. And so one of the lovely ladies, she just spoke right up. She said, "This is kind of a funny question. I feel a little funny asking this, but I wanted to know, does anyone have any idea what their rasa is?" In other words, she's been practicing for like 1,000,000 years, right? I mean, she's been in the movement a long time. And so we're all sitting together, Sachi was there, and most of these ladies are, they're like my age, And so she said, does anybody have any idea at all about what their rasa might be? You're so innocent. And I was like, I couldn't let that go. I had to say, wow, that's a great question. That's, you start asking questions like that, that's the kinds of questions you have to want to know, And I told her Krishna sends help. Krishna, I could work on it a little bit. I couldn't throw Srila Gaura Haridas at them at that point. I just couldn't do it because I just wasn't. So I was just throwing out what he's teaching us. I was able to share quite a bit of it. Well, some of it. And it went in, because it's the truth. And I did manage to give one of the ladies a mantra card and invite her to the live Facebook thing. But you want to go a little careful. I live here, and I know what happened when I went full on the first time. Everybody rejected it, and I was like, I'm still trying to put the pieces together. It's coming together, and Sachi's really helping with that, because when they meet her and they see, she's really very magical and very lovely. Her energy is really, really good energy. I mean, because she has that bhakti and all those years of serving Srila Gaura Haridas, and she's really, really, really great soul. I really appreciate her. So she's helping me a lot. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. To have her association. So, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's really helping. We're meeting some of the devotees. We visited some devotees today in their home. We had a little kirtan. And, it's by association. And just share what I can share. At that meeting we shared a little bit. It was nice. And throw out these strong preaching points, this conclusive truth, because they're not going to get it that way. And it was nice. I got a chance to say some stuff, and I felt like, I was like Srila Gaura Haridas was speaking through me, kind of, It was it was nice. Hare Krishna, they were hearing it, And then, of course, they just went back to doing their usual thing, but it was too late. It had already gone in. And you have to keep doing it, so you just keep doing it, keep putting it in there. That getting them tuned up to that pure bhakti vibration there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, I guess I'll sign off. We're going to go again tomorrow and then see what the day brings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. We're having a good time. I know I am. And I'm having a good time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. I have to tell you, Sachi's priceless. She really is. She's priceless. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I really appreciate the associations. Very, very merciful. So, Hari Bol, Krishna, Krishna.